Frank.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Frank.
I just would like to rest a bit.
With pleasure. what happens to you in the resting.
Yeah, actually there was and there is a lot of unrest in the system.
And there's awareness of what you call an unrest.
Yeah,
That awareness is, you could say, just the space of unrest. Yeah, it isn't really touched by it. It just, the unrest can be there. It's not a, doesn't disturb the awareness.
yes. So there is some quality of rest also in the background.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Even if we take a moment just to see if we can describe the unrest. As it, I mean, ultimately the sensations, and then it's some, what we call unrest is when something doesn't wants different sensations or something like that. Yeah,
Mm.
that we call unrest.
Yes, there's also a very intense contraction. What feels like guilt, feeling of guilt. And it seems that the unrest is the action to trying to avoid.
Mm. Mm. So then let's just explore the nature of guilt. What is guilt?
Um, yeah, there was like a judgment. There was a thought about a judgment about myself, and that came with guilt.
Sure. So if you track, where does that come from? How was that put on your head in some way?
This thought.
Yeah.
Wow. It was there was a thought about something in the past, and that it did cause some not so good results, and that I was the one that did it.
Okay. Just for fun, see if you can find the I that does things. Like breathing. Who's breathing? Who's thinking? You can find the breathing. You can find the thinking. But now we're just looking a little deeper and seeing if we can find who's doing it.
It just appears.
Just appears, yeah.
It's just here.
You know, can't really imagine a lion feeling guilty or an elephant feeling guilty or a tree feeling guilty.
Yeah, that's a funny idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's curious to see where, like, somewhere guilt was put on our heads, yeah?
Mm.
I love the question Ramana came up with. He said, when your teeth bite your tongue, who's responsible? Or who's to blame?
Yeah, there's no one to blame.
Mm-hmm.
But a thought might came up that someone did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there could be someone to blame, perhaps.
Yeah, from a certain perspective, it looks like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool.
Sorry, didn't get that.
Very, very good. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. The sense of dis-ease has gotten easier, more intense.
There's a layer, I would say it's getting more calm, perhaps a little more gentle. And there's also like some energy going backward and forward through the arms.
Yeah. Well, thanks for this exploration.
Yeah, thank you too. Thanks.
Vedanta.
Hello, Isaac. Yes, sitting here, you know, the space and the silence is going very vast, but something in the system really feels like keeping together or being small or not allowing something and not allowing, you know, this world, or I don't know, it is really strong and almost painful actually, and just wanting. And yesterday I heard somebody speaking about this humanness, to allow the humanness and the awareness or awakening or whatever you say. And I feel really that it seems like there is a lot of avoidance in the system to really, let the world in or something like this. Yeah. And when we speak, or it feels always, and I don't know, it's so delicate not to wanting to change, but there is a wanting to change actually, or to, I don't know, it's, yeah.
So whatever that is, just track it for a moment. And just see, it's nothing that you're doing. Somewhere it's like either from your ancestral lineage or from your upbringing, you know, so you're just honoring that. Curious of me just resting here.
Yeah, there's a tingling going through the system somehow.
Yeah.
And very, very soft. It is small, but it feels, you know, like relaxing, you know, like that strong burden just falls a little bit home. I don't know, it's just.
I get it. I feel it.
Also, a few times ago, I said I didn't want to waste time with worry and fear, but this also this movement, not wanting something, you know, it's yeah. and now it's different, but I could see it that something was pushing, and yeah, and this idea to make it good, to do it good, even in this process, to do it, but it's a doing actually, and it's not, just to relax. And,
There is this natural, whatever has been going on unconsciously will show itself as we get quiet. It just is. It is like that. You don't have to do anything for it. It just shows up, and then, of course, I mean, the way you spoke, it is so beautiful. You're like seeing the wanting it to be different, and then somehow going through that layer, and then just, okay. And something just starting to ease up. Yeah, it's just by itself, not necessary in this moment. Sensing as we're resting, the flow of information, it just flows by itself.
Yes, yeah. It feels now there's life in it. Before there was a hindrance or something like this. Now the connection feels like it's there.
Life.
Yes.
Love flowing.
Thank you, Isaac. Yeah.
It's beautiful about it.
Thank you.
Sanya.
Hi.
Some
Love to be together.
Describe.
Like an overflowing of love. Like beautiful man.
Sana.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Sana.
It's like the system is having a fear reaction, contracting. But I'm not afraid. It's just doing it
Well,
by
good.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this openness, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
When you track that movement, does it seem like it comes from? And again, this is just maybe it's all imagination, but just when you track it, does it seem like it comes from your ancestry? Does it feel like it comes from something that happened in this lifetime? Does it something that happened when you were in the womb? Or a combination?
It feels more like fear of not. No, I don't know. It none of that felt like yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Although
Yeah, so
I'm sure
so we
it
just
could be
so
that.
we're just tracking it. Yeah, you say you notice something, and my sense is that you've already seen that it's not related to this moment. Yeah, or is it?
No, it's not related to anything in my life. More fear of
Exactly.
the space or the unknown, something like that.
Yeah. And so we're just tracking that now. Just like, checking and seeing in your caregivers, your family, where you grew up. Can you find that same frequency or that same organization, either your mother or your father or both? Do you find anything, or just? I mean,
I
just
don't know what I
exploring.
found. It's like yes. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, there is fear. Yes, in that.
Yes.
Not this type of fear. I don't know. But yes,
yeah.
fear.
Yeah, some frequency or some, however their system interpreted it and compensated for it. And that's, yeah, so we're tuning into just getting some sense, like we all have a lineage, you could say, of ancestors, and wow, what people have gone through, over the generations, over the ages. It's been a lot. Yeah.
Sometimes there is also a sense that this expansion and freedom is all they ever wanted.
Oh,
So,
no doubt, no
yeah, so
doubt. no
But there's
doubt.
also this fear, like
Yeah,
just reaction contracting whenever
Yeah.
it tastes it,
yeah.
or after a while at least.
Mm. Just getting deeper with the tracking. Just what is the fear of? Maybe you can find words to speak there. Just playing with that. What's the fear of? Just allowing whatever comes in relation to that question. You don't have to answer it. Just seeing if that question prompts some response. That's all.
Letting go of the last bit of control.
What would happen if there was a letting go of that?
Annihilation, is that the right word?
Animation, yeah.
No, no, annihilation.
Annihilation.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Mm.
In what way?
I don't know that.
Mhm.
I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, so we're just exploring. We don't know. I mean, maybe there's no words that come, but this word annihilation. What is it that would be annihilated? Just
That's also control, I think. And
staying with the question. Don't. Yes, what would be annihilated? Sense of I would maybe be gone. What would the body be gone? What would be annihilated? The sense of identity, the sense of meaning. What would be annihilated? The sense of purpose, the sense of identity. And you're exploring on your own, just what would be annihilated, gone. Control, okay. Yeah. And maybe, the question, what would remain? So what would be annihilated? What would remain? Just playing with those questions.
No words come, but I love to play with it and just
Yeah,
be
I
there and
see.
feel it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And whatever that was that we started to explore, and just checking in now and seeing if it's the same or different, if something has shifted, maybe nothing else. maybe small flow, maybe less flow, just what do you notice?
It's still here, but it's also there's also it's not a taking over.
Yeah. Oh,
It was good to have some company and exploring it.
for sure.
Mm. How to take that step. That's what came. How to
Yeah, I mean,
do it.
to me, it's just we just gently exploring. Somehow, there's a mechanism or a pattern or some habit of control or contraction, whatever it is, and so we honoring it. We just okay, well. Asking it to show itself. What is it? What is its function? What is it? So, it went into, there was, underneath there's a feeling of being annihilated of. And then we just playing with, oh, what is it that would be annihilated? Yeah? What is it? What would remain? Would an identity be annihilated? Would reference points be annihilated? What would be annihilated? What,
Mm.
you know, it's like, what would remain?
It's like the shelter, the small part would be
Yeah.
annihilated.
Yeah, and what is it actually then?
Yeah.
What is that? Patterns, an identity, what is it exactly?
And habits and contractions.
The habits and contractions, yeah. And what's their function? Keep you safe, I guess.
Yeah.
And the question, do they keep you safe or do they work backwards?
Yeah, this I can see is inherited,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah,
That's clear.
yeah. And the question, who would you be without that? And again, you don't have to answer it, just let the question penetrate and do whatever it does. And what remains, what's here, what's going, not going anywhere. Would laughter remain? It sounds like it.
Oh.
Would love flow remain? Just looking fresh and seeing how much of that old habit remained in this moment.
Less.
Yes, yeah. So if before it was 100%, how much is left now?
20.
20, yeah, cool. Oh,
Thank you, Isaac.
oh, a lot of fun. Thanks, fun. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Mm.
Hey, Isaac.
Hi, Judith.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Susanna.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Susanna.
Mm. There is not much time, but I would like to look at something.
Sure.
Because it happens again and again in my life that how to say that something here feels overwhelmed of someone else. No, there is the idea someone else is wanting something from me, attention or contact or something like that, and the reaction here is really no, like and it comes with such a nearly, yeah, it's a suppressed rage, but it's at the point when this arises, it's already too much. And it feels and I was really busy with my mind. This happened in the weekend, and it was somehow if it feels that someone is so needy or is not honest with that being needy, or and at the same time I know that place in myself that I feel needy and don't want to be rejected, and yeah, somehow in the mind it's really a mess, and it feels like I don't know how to deal with this. And not yeah, I have the feeling I can't say no because it's too much for the other person, or I want to be I don't want that they feel rejected, but at the same time it's such an impulse to just reject them, and then it's quite weird.
Yeah. So it seems like an opportunity in a way. You could say of starting to explore how to say no without rejecting.
Yeah.
It's just like, at about 2, kids start to, we start setting boundaries for kids. Up till that point, like there was no sense of being different than the mother. The mother was just, an extension of themselves, and all of a sudden they start to come into some sense of their own being.
Yeah.
And then, boundaries need to be set. And if those boundaries get set with making wrong, then of course it's, like it leaves a residue for sure. But any boundary, will trigger that old some level of shame. But then there's healthy shame and unhealthy shame. If a boundary is set with making wrong, then it'll go into unhealthy shame, you could say. And
yeah, it's here somehow that it's not allowed to set boundaries, something like that.
Yeah. So it seems like your system is starting to explore that now, which is, it's like, in a way, like a no comes, and it doesn't know how to say no. Look, this no is just right now. This no is not about you in any way. There's just a movement that's happening in me that that I'm starting to learn to explore it. Yeah? And so I know it might feel painful to you, or that you know, but really the system was just in the process where the no came spontaneously. I didn't plan. It came, and it comes with a lot of extra juice in me because it doesn't know how to navigate this. So,
Yeah.
you know, if it's possible to communicate like that and say, okay, look, it's just, I know it might be difficult to hear a no, and I know the no might not be being expressed clearly. But if I'm, you know, honest, I could say the first response is a no, and then there's all this other things going on with it. Yeah. Oh. It's a deep exploration.
Yeah. And it's really, it's somehow, yeah, connected with a lot of fear of, if I say no, I will never be loved again, or something like that
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah. So there's an untangling going on, and it's a deep exploration. So be gentle.
Yeah.
See how to navigate it. For sure you're in a learning curve, so you know, we can't say it'll be smooth, but it's like it's not a, you know, when you in a learning thing, there's no mistakes. It's just like it isn't, you know, you're in a learning process. So yeah.
Okay. I'm quite curious. It's
Yeah,
better than
yeah.
afraid. Much better.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Susanna.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah.
I wanted to say I was in the Jonathan on the weekend.
Oh, nice one for the Satyan Pari.
Yes, and I enjoyed a lot, and I'm very much looking forward to meet you there in person.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
Mm.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Sweetheart. Thank you, Bus. Thank you all.